What's going on? You're tuned into Kick'em Pick'em Gambling Show, brought to you by TwoFootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, as always, Mr. Oaks. Oaks, what to do? No, sorry.
Had a solid day today. Madrid got the dub over the weekend, which is always good. Crystal Palace losing at home is minus 200 favorites was hilarious. Shout out Burnley.
True that.
Fulham could have got us a goal, but Nottingham Forest Wolves was snooze fest. And then Winter Olympics have been pretty banging. I was watching some of that Sweden versus Italy hockey game and some men's Super Cup and Super Pipe and snowboarding. So
Feel you. Hold on, let me check up on my. Yeah, so if you aren't with the gang right now, just know we're on Sao Paulo money line, and fuck what you heard if you're not. It doesn't show me if Lucas Moore has the armband, Oaks, but instead of him playing at the 10, he's playing just right up front, which I'm also completely fine with. And I was like, oh wait, Luciano Neves, Caleri, and Lucas Moore up front? Fucking right, give me Sao Paulo on the money line.
Yo, you want to know something else crazy?
What?
Hulk scored a goal today and had an assist.
You know what's crazy is I was like, oh, maybe I'll go take Atletico money line, and then they had immediately scored in like the first 20 minutes, and the line was just terrible. But been running it up in Brazil, guys. It's actually really easy to just keep taking both teams to score over 2.5. And I don't want to say do it in every single game, but just tonight, I mean, we are 3 for 3 right now. So I do have Brazil in my shout out, so we can go back to glazing them later on. Joey, what it do?
What up, Jackpot Joey? Good to see you, my man.
All right, so we're going to get some shit off our chest instead. I'm going to start because my first one's Newcastle. It made me look stupid in front of my friends. Who, mind you, if you watch the game, you know that was some bullshit. But how the fuck you leave up 3 goals at the crib to Brentford? Like, I watch you blank PSG there. I watch you blank actual football clubs. And then you come and let Brentford just I want to know how many shots Brentford even actually, because Brentford was just clinical as fuck and absolutely just any opportunity they had to dismantle them, they just did. And it was just so sad to watch with the amount of possession and shots that I watched Newcastle take. And then Brentford just coming down. What did Brentford have?
And then they won Tuesday as well. So just like I called.
Oh, I lost faith in them, so I didn't even care. I lost faith.
Of course you did.
I lost faith, and I was like, well, they're playing Tottenham. And I was like, well, I'm not taking anyone on the money.
Well, if you bet it last week when we were talking about it, it went from plus 160 to I think they were plus 110 when they played Tottenham.
I don't know. Either way, I was fucking immediately upset. Ryan is legit. They still should have got cooked. Are you calling Cherokee Ryan? Because I hate that for him.
No. The Brentford guy, right?
Oh, really? I thought he was talking Cherokee.
Nah. The Brentford Brazilian that's got like 4 Portuguese names. I think they just call him Ryan.
Oh, really? I thought that was fucking, what's his face? Igor.
Oh, is that Igor?
Yeah, no, it's Thiago up front.
Okay.
Who has Igor? Is that Nottingham Forest?
Is it Nottingham?
No, this is Igor Thiago. How many fucking Igors are there now?
Bournemouth.
Oh, he's talking Bournemouth. Look, we got too many. There's too many Brazilian forwards that were like, wait, let's start cooking. I also was gassing up Endrick, and then he got the most bullshit red card of all time. And some kid was like, Igor Thiago, who took 1 fucking shot, and it was the penalty kick. So respectfully, eat a dick. But Semenyo replacement. Okay. Yo, you know what sucks about the Semenyo purchase, besides they didn't need it at all, is that he's fucking cooking.
Yeah, he is. He fucking had a goal again today.
Yeah, he's fucking cooking. So
also shout out our boy O'Reilly, who had a goal and a dime today.
Yeah, facts. But anyway, Newcastle, get it together. And this is exactly what I expect from Newcastle. As soon as they let me down, they're going to then go get a win against Tottenham somehow at their crib. And, you know, mind you, do I respect Tottenham or care if you beat them? Not really. So I don't know what it means, but it was just the fact that you literally couldn't beat Brentford and then you at the crib and then you went and beat Tottenham. Fuck you guys. I got Elche on here because, like, They make you sweat out the most fucking draws and then give up the most drawn fucking goal possible. It's crazy how like they always fight back and then last second, the shittiest way possible, just give up any type of result or points. And what's even worse is that I just still believe in their ties. So like, there's a chance that I'll still bet them again this weekend and just be disappointed again. So fuck them. So I didn't end up betting Arsenal, Sunderland, both teams to score, but fuck you, Sunderland, because you didn't play Xhaka, and fuck you, Xhaka, because that was my only script I had for Sunderland. Otherwise, that game's unwatchable. And that's respect. That is with all the respect to Arsenal fans. You are much better than them. So if I don't at least have a Xhaka angle where I'm like, well, maybe Xhaka will jack for chicks from 35 yards out and one goes in when he goes back to one of the clubs that he did so much for, won the armband for, blah, 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 blah. And then he didn't even play. So I was like, oh, well, this game is now meaningless to watch. You couldn't even bet Xhaka card. Like, you ruined the whole fucking game, straight up. Sassuolo's on here, score a goal.
Yeah.
That's all we needed.
Yeah.
What's even worse is I did Madrid money line, PSG money line, Sassuolo, Inter, both teams to score. And I was extremely upset about it.
Yeah.
I got French refs on here, but then they overturned the Endrick red card back to a yellow, but also still like, fuck y'all. Again, it's hard to watch the French league, but if you just watch back the times Endrick got hit compared to the times he got called for fouls, it's looking La Liga-esque. I'll be honest. It looks horrendous for the refs. So they did go back and change it, which still means, hey, refs, you fucked up. You were wrong. They literally had to fix this 5 days later. But if you go back and watch it, it is actually horrendous. They give him a yellow card, I think, in the 5th minute. He pulled a guy's shirt back on like a counter. And it wasn't even like a counter where he was going to goal. It was just, I think he turned it back around and they were just going. And there were still fucking 8 guys back there. Like, it was just the dumbest shit. A 5th minute fucking yellow card. But French refs, almost as bad as Spain. And then I got Juventus on here. Wow. I mean, what can we say? Yeah, you didn't beat Lazio. You didn't beat Lazio. You tied Lazio. And not only that, I'm pretty sure they were leading too. Were they not leading? Didn't you have to come back against Lazio? It's 2026. You tied Lazio. I would genuinely rather tie Lecce than Lazio in the year 2026 if I'm Juventus. Because
who started that comeback?
Who was it?
My boy Weston McKennie with another goal.
Every time I get an alert from a McKennie goal, I always just picture the scissor kick goal against Barcelona. I'm just like, my dog's still doing it. That's my guy. But yeah, I just another team that I tried to do a parlay for, where I was like, hey, if all these teams win, I had a good day, and they just, and it was Lazio, guys. But you know what's even worse is when they went down, I was like, okay, well, it's Lazio, and then Lazio scored again, and I'm sitting there like, who the fuck knows how to kick ball at rectangle on Lazio? What happened? We talked about this. What the fuck happened? But yeah, that's all I got. Oh, hold on. I also have written down here, try not to go off about Alaba.
This is kind of a fuck you, but more of a what the fuck. Batiste, you got skull fucked by Atleti 5-0 in at home, and then you go on the road in the Wanda and win 1-0.
I got my golden boot. That was what was even better, is that after getting your absolute dicks kicked in, you went and got one at the Wanda, and it was Anthony. And Anthony also did the Calma, which was hype.
That was sick.
That was hype.
So yeah, that's more of a what the fuck, but I just found that interesting as hell. We already covered Juve, Lazio, Marseille. Get us a fucking goal. 5-0.
I believe somebody just said take Dembele Wincast, but
Brighton not being able to score a goal at home versus Crystal Palace, who, like we said,
wait, can I just ask you a question about that Marseille game? Why didn't Mason Greenwood play?
I don't know.
Oh wait, he did play for 80 minutes. Never mind, my fault.
Okay.
My bad.
Well, they must now have won a penalty then.
I love
Leverkusen for making me look a little foolish. Can't get the job done on the road in a 1-1 draw. What are you doing? Villa Bournemouth. Just find me a third goal. I just needed one more. We got the both teams to score. Just find me a third fucking goal. City and that City fan who's never going to be able to cut his hair. You couldn't beat West Ham, Man U. You couldn't beat West Ham. God damn, that's embarrassing as fuck. And shout out Leeds.
I saw that tie and just immediately texted Oaks and was like, "Damn, this motherfucker never cutting his hair."
Yeah,
never. And then I saw
and shout out Leeds, handling your business at home versus Nottingham Forest. And then going on the road, going down 2 goals and coming back. My boy, Noah Okafor, the fucking GOAT, bringing it back for Chelsea Leeds here midweek. That game was an absolute banger. Shout out my boy, Brandon Aronson. Shout out fucking Okafor. Yeah, Leeds is looking good, baby.
Shout outs. I have a shout out for Anthony, but I already did it anyway. Oh, hold up. Shout out Brazil. I don't know if you guys are in on this shit where I just keep talking about the Brazilian league, but it is on a 75% hit rate for both teams to score. Like, they don't play defense. And the average line is like minus 110, minus 115, like at worst. At worst. It's honestly a free market. You don't even have to watch.
And it's a new season, so all the old guys who were injured in the second half of last year, yeah, they're back playing again.
Yeah, we got Lucas Moura versus Artur right now going on at this very second in 2026, guys. It's all happening in Brazil. And then you just have all defenders where you're just like, didn't this guy play wing back? And they just throw him at a triple center back, and everyone goes forward. It's the best. It's the best. Anyway, we got kind of a weird weekend coming up because I have one Premier League game to talk about for tomorrow. Well, technically 2 Thursday games for you. Then we're gonna go to FA Cup. Then we're gonna go to La Liga. Then we're gonna go to Italy, which Italy is fucking that's like fat as hell. I love that shit. I'm gonna ask Oaks a question, and then just clearly 2 games that I picked.
Nice.
It's actually like absurdly clear that it was just like, hey, why are we talking about these 2 leagues that nobody watches? Leg supports those teams. Okay, here we go. Anyway, first one, Thursday game. We got Brentford versus Arsenal. Brentford is doing a ting here where they go and get results. I do not think Arsenal is going to be one of those results. Arsenal is just kind of head and shoulders above the rest of the top dogs in England right now. I've never seen a bunch of teams just straight up hand a league over the way that I'm watching Liverpool and Manchester City do it for Arsenal. Chelsea did it about a month and a half ago. And it's really just, Oaks, do we think Brentford can score a goal? I feel like I say this a lot anytime Arsenal's going to play because the number.
I feel like yes, but I also feel like I'm not going to complicate this, and I just want to take Arsenal at minus 145.
Oh, no, the Arsenal money line looks beautiful. And you could go crazy here and be like, Arsenal money line and one person to just attempt a shot. I'm thinking Gabriel. Maybe they score a corner. I don't know if you guys have read that script. That'd be crazy. No, Ben White's my go-to, though. Don't fuck around. I will get greedy with this game just because we're getting a great line on the Arsenal money line. But I would also love to see Brentford shock the world here just to make it interesting over in England. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold on. I have 2 comments that oh no, I forgot to do the shout outs for A-Dog. I was too busy just going off and trying to avoid talking about David Alba. Can't beat Leeds either. The game is sick. Facts. You fucking get the deal. All right, anyway. Second Thursday game. It is another Copa del Rey game. Also, did you see in the press conference, Hansi Flick just randomly taking shots at it? Why you always on our dick? Hey, yo, Hansi Flick, why you on our dick, dog? You hear me over here? They asked you, hey, what do you think about the people that say you didn't have a very difficult run? Because this is literally the first top division team you've played, and it's a semifinal. That's why they asked you that. This motherfucker going to say, ask Real Madrid. Okay. What the fuck's that got to do with your shitty ass run? You still got this lame ass run. And also, we've been ass in Copa del Rey. This isn't new. We've had like 3 in the last 20. We don't give a fuck about that shit anymore. We've been on the Champions League. It sucks. I would love to go get a treble, but we straight up don't care about the Copa del Rey. At some point in your Real Madrid fandom, you just stop caring about it at all. Because you're just like, well, that's just a bonus trophy, just in case. But when you got a shitty-ass run where you played straight Division 2 and 3 teams, just smile and shrug. Or give the classic, well, I can only play who's in front of me. Give a classic. What the fuck? Get off my dick, all right, Hansi Flick? The fuck you on our dick for? Yeah, we're ass in Copa del Rey. It been like that before. Like, even when y'all were bribing refs, it's been like that. We've been ass in Copa del Rey. You're not saying anything we don't know. But also, take your L, dog. You got shitty-ass games. And also, I think Atleti's going to win. This is their only shot at a trophy, period.
I mean, you got to win this one at home, too. And this is the only place you might get still good calls. And that's the first home loss of the season to Betis. Yeah, you got to come out and make a statement here. I don't hate Atleti on a double chance or on a draw no bet.
It is so funny looking at Atleti's form and just seeing back-to-back Betis games, and one says 5-0, the other one says 0-1. And you're like, dude.
Yeah. If Lookman plays, I'll probably take his stuff. I don't love that I have to watch him play for Atleti, but I do still very much rate Ademola Lookman.
I actually haven't said his name since I sent you a message of the rumor, and I said fuck him if he goes over there, and I stand by that first take. So,
I mean, correct. It pisses me off, but yeah, every game.
I just like that Atleti always has a dope ass striker. It's just like, what is so appealing about these guys that you just save this shitty ass manager where it's like, what if I just get a guy that's really good at scoring and then just play defense the whole time? He thought he had that with Alvarez. That man slowed down. I do think Atleti can get a result here, though. I will say we can't give the hype on the Wanda because they haven't really been backing it up too much. And I feel like the one team that does always beat them at the Wanda is actually Barcelona. How do y'all feel about the new manager at Madrid? I'm going to keep it a buck. As long as you keep winning, I don't give a fuck. Like, if he beats Barcelona and we end up getting a league title, I really don't have much to say there then. But as far as what I'm watching and what's going down, I do expect there to be another manager in the summer. So, but if he keeps winning, wins are hard to argue with. That's actually all you have to do at Madrid is just win football matches.
When's Don Carlos Brazil contract up?
I'm just saying, August is not that far away. World Cup will probably be done by then. Can you imagine giving Carlo? You know what's awesome is the first few years of Carlo where they give him money to spend on players.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually it. That's all I wanted to mention. The end where everyone gets mad at him, but then nobody fucking helps him with any players at all.
Right. And then they hire him again, and then they win another title.
You know what's even better is I do it for free for you, Perez. Okay. There's my offer. I just need a spot to stay and a green card. Anyway, moving on. Atleti, do the world a favor. We got Liverpool versus Brighton, first FA Cup match, and you're gonna notice from the FA Cup matches, hey, there's only a few of these on here. Yeah, there's only a few good ones, guys. And I don't want to be super mean. I do think that Fulham game is gonna be pretty good. I do think the Leeds game is gonna be pretty good. But I don't have enough information on Birmingham, and I'm super biased towards Leeds for me to even talk about it at all because I'm clearly just going to take Leeds money line. But we're going to start with Liverpool versus Brighton. Where's my boy at? Where's Bo? Yo, Bo, I got a few questions for you. I would love to chat with you. I'm looking at the top 10 in the Premier League, and hold on, I got to scroll a little bit. Oh, no, you're in 14th now. So, Big Bad Brighton has 6 whole wins in the Premier League right now, and Let's see. Oh, 7. Sorry, Brighton fans. And they haven't won a game since January 11th versus United in the FA Cup. So that's always good. Liverpool's giving me English Atleti vibes here, where they're going to go ham in the cup because I don't think they're going to win a trophy otherwise.
Sure. I don't know. I kind of like both teams to score. Liverpool's defense has looked kind of mid at best.
Yep.
And it's really hard to get me behind Liverpool to score multiple when their money line's minus 175.
I would still eat that Liverpool money line. I'm gonna have to make it look sexy with something else, but I don't hate both teams to score at all. FA Cup seems to be where everybody wants to experiment a little bit with their lineups and put in a guy.
We only got one versus Sunderland today, and it was from Virgil van Dijk. So, like, I'm just struggling.
Oh, you know what? Liverpool doesn't have that much money to buy attackers and stuff, dude. Do you really expect them to score that much?
I mean, yeah.
How much did they spend over the summer? It's not like they bought a bunch of attackers.
$500 million.
Oh.
How's
Isak doing?
He hasn't played since, like, I don't know.
Oh man. Sounds like it was a great, successful move for his career. Wow. Anyway, let's talk about a better team. Aston Villa versus Newcastle. All right, this is still FA Cup. I know it doesn't have the FAC next to it. That was just a marker for myself, so I knew what the fuck I was talking about. If Sabo is in the mid, pool is trash. I'm gonna be honest, I fucking hate Szoboszlai. I hate looking at him. That free kick was fucking gorgeous. I will always give flowers where they're due, but I fucking despise this guy. And then him bitching after he tried to hack down Haaland on that where he got the red card, and then Haaland did foul him back. So the ref technically made the right call. I would have just counted as a goal. But the fact that you fouled somebody, and then when they fouled you back, you laid on the ground and like threw your arms up. My man, if that doesn't just like kind of just tell just the type of dude he is, I don't know what else does. Pretty much just hit dope ass free kick and then be a giant bitch the rest of the game. The free kick does cover a lot for you though. So Liverpool fans, you still got a set piece guy. And man, that was a fucking piss missile. That was one of those ones as soon as he hit it, you were like, yep, fuck. That shit's in. Because I wanted to hate on it. I was like, he didn't even hit it that hard. You know, goalie didn't even move. I think, you know what? The goalie still sent his wall, I bet. That's how he did that. Nope. That guy was never saving that ever. Absolute fucking missile. But Szoboszlai, you a bitch, dog. I hate him. I hate him so much. And what's even worse is then he also decided to talk shit on Arda Güler, which I don't want to bring up a Champions League count, but we did minute counts before, and you've been playing a little bit of right back to get extra minutes here, but Güler is now leading Europe in chances created and assists per minute. So I think we're all right there. I really am not picking a side in this one, and I'm hoping for goals. So I would probably go both teams to score over 2.5.
I like that. I like Villa at home plus 120. I think that's where I'd go there. I think Newcastle is probably going to need to focus on doing something in Champions League and in this FA Cup. So if you're not a Villa guy, I am. Newcastle on a draw, no bets, probably not a bad call either.
Oh, man. I would rather just watch a bunch of goals. Give me all the player props also. I want to see what kind of lineups we get in this one because these are both two teams where you can see a lot of different youngsters get tossed in there as well. So
Bruno G for Newcastle.
I mean, we can go Morgan Rogers. We can go Bruno G. I'm a big Harvey Barnes guy. I actually think Woltmade should be starting over Wissa. Wissa, you had like 3 games to win.
Woltmade's hurt. That's why he hasn't been in.
He's still hurt? I thought he was back.
I think so. Sao Paulo penalty, by the way.
Do you think Lucas Moura will take it, or will he give it to Caleri? He's probably going to give it to Caleri, right?
I don't know.
Because I won't lie to you, I also took Lucas Moura at plus 300, so I wouldn't be mad about it.
Nice.
And then on the flip side, the other game, I took both teams to score, but he did score. So getting the away team goal first is always nice. I know. I want
the FA Cup.
They're for Newcastle right now, but yeah. No. Wait, I got one more FA Cup thing. And it's not even anything. It's just I think Wigan can score on Arsenal. Both teams to score looks awesome. And just remember, guys, Wigan went to an FA Cup final. What was that, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? I forget. It was a while ago probably now. But either way, Wigan has shocked the world before. I just need one fucking goal. Just need one. Just one. I know if somebody wants to talk me out of that, feel free. I'm hoping Arsenal doesn't give a fuck. It's Wigan, guys. Let's put in some bums. And Wigan sneaks one on them, or you get like a sloppy center back, free penalty kick for me. Either way, I think Wigan can get one. Wigan loves an FA Cup run. Wigan fucking loves that shit. But yeah, that's all the FA Cup I got. You know me, bro. I don't like doing FA Cup. Moving on, we're going to Spain. That's no football.
It's La Liga.
So we're starting with the big dogs, all right? Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad. Hold on, did they score? Yep, all right. We up. Yo, Sao Paulo gang, we up. It was Lucas Moura. Yes, Greedy Fox. I love that. Don't give it to Clary. All right. Anyway, Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad. The line sucks. And you know what? It pisses me off because Vegas, did you not hear us say that Sociedad was getting hot? Hook me up. Do I think Sociedad's going to win the game? Fuck no. They're not. I don't even know if they're going to score, but that's pretty much where we have to go with it is Madrid, Sociedad, both teams to score. The healthier our backline gets, the less likely I feel with that one. But I don't know who's playing in this back line because we still have Champions League football as well. So I don't know if we're getting a Fetty back there. I don't know if we're getting another academy kid back there. Is Trent actually good to go? I fucking hate watching defenders sub on with like 25 minutes left. I fucking hate it. I like keeping a nice, consistent back line. Only sub them out if they're like not healthy or if they're getting straight fucking cooked. Not, you know what? Let's let everyone know that Trent's okay. Wow, did you guys see Trent make 3 long passes? That was awesome. Play the full 90 or go run on the pitch after with Fran Garcia, Rudiger, and Carvajal, dog. Stop fucking subbing the back line. I hate it. Kubo props?
Yeah.
I think Guedes just got hurt. So, and Sociedad also had to play midweek. So
they won today versus Bilbao.
They did. Guedes got, I think, either the goal or the assist. I got an alert for it, and then he got hurt. So don't have to deal with him. That's nice. But also, Kubo, I guess. Do they have a tall guy that... No, Sorlov's on fucking LA now. Never mind. I was going to say, do they have a tall guy that usually scores on us somehow? No, they don't, actually. But yeah, I'm really only...
Suchek likes to put on shots from the top of the box for no fucking reason.
All right, so we're gonna end up making a sexy ass parlay for this game, is what it sounded like to me. But Oaks, what are you feeling for this?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna have to be all player props here because all these numbers are pretty unbettable.
Agreed. A-Dog's already on the Madrid -1, and you don't shit. You know what? Just throw Mbappe goal too on there. Fuck it. Moving on, we got Real Vallecano versus Atletico Madrid. They didn't play because of rain last week. I'm hoping they're able to play this week. You know how fucking pathetic it is that you can't play because of rain, though, in 2026? Now, I say that because I have a retractable roof and my team baller as fuck, but still, like, y'all don't got drains at your field? The fuck? You're a professional. How much money y'all get? Whatever. Can you imagine if you flew in as a Real Vallecano fan? You were like, can't wait to watch this game. We're going to beat the shit out of Real Oviedo. And then they're like, hey, it rained on our field. Everyone else in the league's playing? Not us. I am fully bought in that Atleti sucks in the league. And the Betis game didn't help me at all. It just made me think it even harder. That they suck dick in the league and they can only play outside of it. So I'm taking Vallecano at home. I also still just trust Vallecano at home for the many years that I had to watch them play in front of a garage door and hold it down.
You're tripping. The fact you can get Atleti at -110 is really good. So,
really, even after they play Barcelona tomorrow?
I mean, Vallecano is not good.
Neither is Atleti.
I don't disagree, but Atleti's better than Vallecano.
I don't know. I think that one's hard to tell.
All right.
I just feel like Atleti away from home. They have 3 away wins right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're not good.
So I would just have a hard time with that one.
I
Real
just don't see them
Vallecano,
losing 3 games in a row.
well, don't worry. They're about to lose to Barcelona probably and then lose this game. Vallecano is a tie machine at home. What did I end up doing with Vallecano? I forget if I took Vallecano a double chance or if I only took him on a spread. But if you can end up getting Vallecano at +1 at a bettable number at all, I would run that the fuck up. If Atleti somehow scores more than 1 goal here, which 1 goal could end up getting them the win, which is what Oaks is saying. But if they can score more than 1 goal here, I'll be fucking shocked. I think Atleti's getting an absolute ridiculous amount of respect here when they have a midweek game on Thursday. Damn, shots are fired right at the. You know what I've been getting on my timeline too is people comparing the EPL and La Liga, and they're just like, it's just everything's just faster in the Premier League. The players, I was like, I'm sorry. Now again, my team's a little bit of an outlier, but you realize Vinicius and Mbappe are in La Liga, right? And you're saying people don't have speed. What are we doing out here? What are we doing? It's 2026. All right. Anyway, last La Liga game is a complete BurrOaks game. We got Mallorca versus Real Betis. This is the only game that he wanted to talk about, and I'm just gonna give him the whole floor.
Yeah, I mean, Batiste is riding high. They don't have midweek football to worry about. They got a first round bye in Europa League, so off midweek. Yeah, I like Batiste here, +145. Keep running up the Anthony props. Aloise, if he plays, Chucho Hernandez, Rui Ball. Hopefully we were talking last week, maybe early March for Isco. So it'd be nice to see Isco get some training minutes later in the month, but I like Batiste.
I like cards. I like cards a lot. And I don't even have a ref yet, but as soon as I get a ref.
Maffeo's coming up fresh off of a suspension, too.
What a weird coincidence. I bet you he switches the left back, too, so he can go guard Anthony because he's a little attention whore.
He is quite a whore.
Great La Liga kit game, just as far as classic kits go. You got the Islanders all red and black versus the Picklers and Batiste. I love it. I kind of don't have a dog in that fight. I want to say Batiste wins it, but it seems like Mallorca loves to give everyone such a fucking hard time at home. So we're moving on. We're going to Italy. I love the Italian slate, by the way. A bunch of just classic kit games as well, just looking at the list. But first one I got for you, Como versus Fiorentina. Como, they're like -140 at home. I'm eating all that juice. Como's riding high as fuck right now. They are making historic runs right now. They were just in like Division 3 like 7 years ago, and now they're in 6th place in Serie A, one of the most competitive leagues in the world. They are making cup runs again, which they haven't seen the likes of in the last fucking 40 years. They haven't even seen or sniffed a trophy or qualification towards one since like the 1930s. It's just cool seeing what Fabregas is able to do, bringing a little bit of Spanish flair over there. And Fiorentina is like Italian. Fiorentina is like Italian Tottenham, kind of. They are like, they're somehow lumped in with the top dogs, but they're the punching bag. They might get one over on the top dogs every now and then, but they just never do anything. Now, shout out Tottenham. Y'all won like that one of those fake European titles. Hype. Good for you. I'm sure if I Google Fiorentina won some bullshit European competition that wasn't the Champions League as well. So I want to like back Fiorentina, and they were very fun to watch for me last year. I've done my same research, and they aren't fun to watch at all. Moise Kean is still offside. That's the consistent thing about Fiorentina for me. But Como and Nico Paz all day. Every prop you have for Nico Paz, I would take it. And Como on the money line. Even with the midweek football that they played, they're still going to get like 4 or 5 days rest. So I don't think it'll be too bad. And they're just one of those young teams that are just in form and don't look like slowing down.
Yeah, come on home -135. Way too good of a number.
All right, next one. Lazio versus Atalanta. Bro, Atalanta's like only plus 115, and it's at Lazio. It's in Rome. This is the biggest trap game of all time. Because, one, I don't trust Atalanta. And then, two, I know fucking Lazio is riding high off that bullshit-ass tie where you actually blew a 2-goal lead, and both these teams are fucking frauds. But I just know that it's going to be a competitive-ass game of fraudulence. So I like Atalanta more. I think their roster is better. I think they're also just massive disappointments. So I am very torn on this game. I want to say fuck it and just bet goals, but I can't trust Lazio. I watched them score 2 goals, and I still don't know how it happened last week. So, Oaks, what are we feeling on this one?
I like Samacha for a goal as long as he starts.
That's the most cop-out Oaks fucking take for an Atalanta game possible.
Who else? I mean, like, there's nothing else really that I enjoy about Atalanta anymore. Like, Pellegrini's gone. The midfielders I like don't shoot anymore. Like, Zappa, I find whatever. Zappacosta. There's like 2 guys on Lazio I can name. I don't know. I still don't really trust Lazio to get me a goal here. So, like, it's tough for me to go with both teams to score. I don't necessarily trust Atalanta to get a win. I just know that Samacha's good, and if somebody can give him the ball, he'll probably put it in the back of the net.
I like any sort of Raspadori numbers when it comes to shots. As far as converting anything, meh. Big fan of Ederson, another Brazilian midfielder.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's just not getting forward and getting touches on the ball anymore.
Yeah, but if I can just like throw a whim and a shot outside the box, that's what I would do for him. Other than that, like this game just it feels like a trap. Maybe Maldini will do something for Lazio. That'd be pretty cool, right? Sao Paulo scored again. Sao Paulo. Who was it? Damn, Arthur's out here fouling people for fucking Gremio. Come on, dude, have some class. In Sao Paulo, we next one I got Inter versus Juve. I know Juve let us down heavy last week, guys, but when I looked at the numbers and I saw the number they're getting, this game fucking screams Juve draw. It really does scream Juve draw. I don't know how you're gonna argue against a Juve draw when they're literally just draw FC. It's sitting at minus 120 for Juventus double chance.
Nah, give me Inter on the money line.
Damn, they took the goal back.
If Inter gets these 3 points, they're running away with the Scudetto. This is too big for Inter to come out and fuck this. Plus 100. Give it to me.
Inter also has a midweek football game against Bodo Glimt. I don't know how worried they're going to be about that one. They have Lecce the week after. I might be more worried about that. Who's Juve playing? Galatasaray. Oh, and they got to go to Turkey. I can't wait. This is going to be the worst Italian game to watch ever, bro. I hope Inter scores a bunch of goals and I'm wrong. But this game.
Last time I said that, it ended 4-4. So I'm not saying that again.
I know. And then it was 1-0. And then it was 4-3. And now it's about to be a fucking under again. I'm following the pattern. I'm going for the under and Juve double chance. Also, Juve has won a lot more and drawn a lot more than Inter have.
I mean, sure, if we want to go back to counting Juve Ronaldo, but that's not the Juve that's running out of the tunnel.
I feel like just even recently they've kind of had Inter's number.
A little bit. They've had some draws and I like Inter here. They have a chance to really run away from the Scudetto on AC Milan. Go get your 3 points.
They fucking hate doing that. I feel like they always hate doing that.
I know they do.
They hate that shit. All right, moving on. I got one more Italian game for you. I got Napoli versus Roma. I'm all in this for the kick game, and I'm just going to take Napoli because I like them better than Roma, straight up. Daniel Malin been balling already for Roma, though, I will say.
I was going to say, Malin's been fucking playing, and Napoli's defense hasn't been great. I don't know. I like both teams to score there.
I think Napoli at home.
Another massive game for Napoli, though. That's
another
that's a borderline must win for them.
Yeah. They are like 9 points off the top. Napoli also at home. I give them a lot of credit. They still haven't lost a game at home, so I do have a lot of faith in them. Right when I got the update that McSauce scored too, I was like, fucking right, Napoli. I love blindly betting Napoli money line, not watching the game. All right, I have one question for Oaks. A nice German question. Do we trust Dortmund? Dortmund is at home against Mainz. Oaks is a big fan of 2021 Mainz at home. Unfortunately, Dortmund is the home squad here. I think the line was like minus 190, which, it's a decent amount of juice, but also it's fucking Mainz. Like, anytime I can get a good German number on one of the teams that I think will actually win games, I got to do it. Plus, it's a Friday game. Fuck else am I going to bet?
Yeah, I think they can get it done. A little Dortmund Byron money line parlay might get you close to even money this week, which isn't always the case. So I like it.
Dortmund are also on a 14-match unbeaten streak and 5 wins in a row in Bundesliga.
Nice.
So for all you nerds out there, there's some fucking numbers. The last two are, again, we'll see if they can figure out who picked these games. We got Lyon versus Nice. Endrick's playing. Now, I thought I was gonna have to come up with a whole script and let Lyon how they're gonna win this game without Endrick in there. I was gonna be like, the guy's name who looks like Suck It, and I always read it wrong, and that's why I don't want to say it, but I always just think Suck It when I see his name. I think it's like Solkic, but I just think Suck It. Maybe he would have scored. Don't worry though, guys. Endrick's playing, so we're on Lyon money line. Fuck Nice, you ain't doing shit. We're back at the crib, though. Oaks, tell me why I'm wrong.
No, if Endrick's red card got rescinded, I'll play Endrick Fergal.
All right, bet we're in there. All right, and then finally we got Botafogo versus Flamengo. Guys, Brazil's back. Now, if you recall last year, I told you that Flamengo was holding zeros. I do not stand by that anymore. So Flamengo money line and both teams to score. We're going to keep running that up until they start playing fucking defense because their coach is a fucking defender, Felipe Luis. Get your fucking boys in line. Go fucking. Also, where's Thiago Silva? Bring his ass back here. Why are you over on Porto again, man? I get it. You're really good. You're too old for that shit. Come to Flamengo. Hold it down. Fuck Fluminense. They're dickheads. Come to Flamengo. We need a center back. Also, sometimes when I watch Flamengo, I'm just like, Felipe Luis, you ever think about subbing yourself in? How old are you again, buddy? But Botafogo, good offensive squad. They will get one. They're at the crib as well. Flamengo away after 3 matches doesn't have my full confidence. Pretty sure they lost the game. Whoa. So both teams score over 2.5. It's Brazil, baby. We're back. Oaks, who's going to be the top scorer for Flamengo this year?
I have no fucking clue, dude.
Because Pedro looks like shit. All right, good call. Those are all the games I have for you. We do have a wheel, though, guys. I made some promises that I can't fulfill also from last week. Mostly because I don't want to get canceled. You know how long it took to try to find the fucking turkey thing from bowling? Because I got 3 in a row. These motherfuckers they're all just like very problematic or just racist or just like horror scenes, essentially. Like the one, it was just pilgrims showing up to the Native Americans. It was a bad look all around. All right. So I can't pull through on the old school bowling animation of how I got 3 golden booties in a row now. And just know that you aren't the only one that's sad about it. I'm also very sad about it. But my wheel's not spinning right now. So now I got to refresh. And what's even better, guys, Oaks also hit his golden booty last week. I hit on Anthony, and he hit on Rogers.
Yes,
his was in a 1-goal game.
Yep.
Oh, it's mine. Okay, well, either way, it was a lot more impressive because I've never seen SNV miss that fucking much. What do we need? La Liga back in there, and EPL back in there. All right. So I'm gonna keep my hot streak going. Oaks just started his hot streak, and we're about to just if this keeps going, we might just have to start doing golden booty parlays. All right, it's getting tough out here. All right, let's get it. Whoa, no sound? What are we doing here? The fuck happened? I just ruined my whole experience. They just ruined my whole day. Where's my fucking jam? That's fucked up. Yeah, that's the most fucked up thing the wheel's ever done besides giving me Oaks is Wild. Damn, I'm actually heartbroken about that. And now I got to figure out who the fuck I'm picking from Serie A. Because Christian Pulisic has started to let me down since January. Am I about to say Nico Paz? I'm between Nico Paz and Daniel Mallon. I'm gonna go Daniel Mallon, actually.
Nice.
I'm gonna go Daniel Mallon. All right, and then I'm gonna spin for Oaks. Oaks, I don't think there's gonna be any music, man. I'm sad.
That'll happen.
Damn. Yeah, it's just fucking quiet. I hate that.
Lame.
Damn, Oaks loves EPL, dude.
I mean, there's no EPL games.
Dude, why'd you let me add in an EPL then? Dude, I never even put EPL in. I'm just now spinning. You didn't hear the music, man. How do you know it's fun?
That's true.
Look, now you got La Liga.
La Liga.
You know how aggravating it is? I'm in this loud ass fucking thunder and they took my music out. It means they took out part of my sound and not that. Why would they do that to me? All right, what are we thinking?
I'm gonna take Anthony.
Anthony, let's get it. Kind of a copy from mine, but whatever, dude. All right. And I got my 15 for you, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. All right, I got Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad. Both teams to score minus 150. Arsenal money line at Brentford minus 140. Como money line versus Fiorentina minus 140. I'm running the Juve double chance at Inter minus 125. Napoli money line versus Rome plus 125. Dortmund money line versus Mainz minus 190. Marseille money line versus Strasbourg minus 150. I'm going for a bounce back game on that one, Nooks. Lyon money line versus Nice. That's minus 170. Atleti Barca, both teams have scored. No draw, minus 110. Man City Salford, both teams have scored plus 190. Yeah. Salford, you have too many owners that hate Manchester City. They got to score one. Aston Villa Newcastle, both teams have scored over 2.5, minus 120. Liverpool money line versus Brighton. I think that's a 4. Fuck, I can't read my own handwriting. Leeds money line at Birmingham plus 100. What are we doing? Respectfully, of course, to Birmingham, but what are we doing? Put some respect on Leeds' name. That's a Fulham money line at Stoke. That's minus 135. And then I have Palmeiras money line at Internacional plus 135. That Palmeiras money line is crazy to me. It's wildly high. And I already just watched Internacional drop one at home without even being able to score a goal. My parlay is Arsenal money line, Liverpool money line, and Palmeiras money line. And it is be a real shame if these guys lost parlay. I'd hate that. I'd hate that for their fans. And it totally wouldn't help any of my teams. All right, what do you got for me, Oaks?
That's it for me.
All right, bet. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you follow us at TwoFootTalk. That's at TWO FootTalk. Links are in the description. If you are watching later on YouTube or if you're watching now, scroll right on down, click on it, follow us. You can follow me at YoungLeg. You can follow Oaks at BurrOaks77. But everything will always go through TwoFootTalk as well. That will be pushing out any of the links or picks from Oaks and myself. Make sure you also scroll down there and check out tftdrip.com. Get you some Oaks gear, get you some legs gear, get you gear from one of your favorite clubs, tftdrip.com. Yeah. Anything else to add, bro? You good?
I'm all good.
All right. Well, we're TwoFootTalk. Fuck what you heard.
Here's what you're hearing.
We out this bitch.